Overview of the Lumetri color panel. Let's go up to Window, go to Workspaces, and go to Color. And over here is our Lumetri color panel over here. This is basically putting effects in. And you can think of it as putting effects in over here, but this is just a user-friendly way of doing it over here on this panel. This panel has 6 different organizations to the panel, 6 different sections. And let's take a look at them. The first one is our basic correction. When we click on the word basic correction, we have all the tools for basic correction. So I can come in here and I can, for example, make the image a little warmer. Right? I can warm up the image, and I can go back to 0 here and make it neutral, and I can throw my tint in to make it a little greener if I need to be. All right, and I'll go back to 0 here. So I can play with my exposures and things like that. So right, I can make it overexposed, underexposed, etc. All right, and so I can play with any of these. To get it up here, I can click on the basic correction. I can go to creative. In the creative, I can come in here and make these adjustments down in here, and I can come down on the shadow tints, for example, and just pick down here in my shadow tints. So when this thing is in the center, I have really no shadow tint at all. All right, and when I kind of click out here in the, let's say the blues, I get a bluish shadow tint, and greens I get a green shadow tint. All right, so let's bring this back here towards the center. Okay, and let's go and take a look at the next one, curves. Curves is a very precise way of making adjustments to our visuals. And if I come in here and click on the RGB curves, for example, and I'll pick on maybe my blue curve, and I grab a hold of it and I change my curves, you can see that I'm changing the blue to the curve, right? So I can adjust these things on the fly. I can go and change it to a different channel here and make it more reds, etc. Right? So I can make those adjustments on the fly with the curves. I can also go to color wheels and match. So in the color wheels, I can come down here and say, oh, I want to adjust my highlights or shadows. And so in the highlights, I might come down here and say, I want to pick a little different highlight color. All right, remember the center is none, and my shadows are over here, etc. And my Hsl Secondary, these are made to precise areas of the image, and I can come in here and pick on a color, and I can pick on any particular color and say, yeah, I want that color there, and I can make some adjustments with that color. All right, so I can make a little slight adjustments to that color, and this gives you like a personal preference vignette type of a look where I can change all those so the grass is greener, the sky's bluer type of thing. And then I can go to the vignettes, and the vignette is small changes in this will concentrate the user to bring their attention to the center of the screen. So I'll just slide this to give you an example. You see how it's feathering it in from the on the outsides. It's giving it like a frosted look, making it look, I'm exaggerating, but just a little bit of that will naturally bring your attention to the center of the screen. Okay, so these 6 different sections of this panel will help you then do your color corrections very easily here, based just in here. So this is our overview of our Lumetri